You know what has me so upset right now, people? What has me so upset right now is the silence from the black Joe Biden voters. Remember during the campaign, you couldn't get those black people to shut their mouths. They went on and on and on with a bunch of foolishness. Everything was about racism and stupidity. Nothing ever dealt, people, with policies. I tried, other black conservatives tried to make them focus on policy. But they wouldn't do it because I don't know why. Judge Joe Brown put out a tweet about a couple of weeks ago, maybe a week ago, what he was saying. Because see, this country is literally going to hell right now, people. That's the facts. I don't like talking negative, but you have to face reality, okay? And because we're going through so much with this, what is it? We got the supply chain problems. Grocery shelves are empty. We got high gas prices. Inflation is the highest within in 80 highest in 40 some years that it's been. Inflation, okay? This is hitting everybody, okay? Everybody, because policies, people, policies are the things that affect everybody. Not rhetoric, nothing. What are the person's policies that they're putting forth when they're on the campaign trail? What are they saying? So now, Judge Joe Brown put out a tweet. He says, we need to stop voting and claiming that we're voting for the lesser of two evils. So I responded with, this is the problem. People, especially Democrats, and especially black Democrats, are not conditioned to talk policies. That's basically what Joe Brown was trying to say, the judge. We need to focus on policies and quit talking about voting for the lesser of two evils. Because that's stupidity. That's just something that liberals made up for their sheeple to say that, instead of having them focus on policies. Because when anybody focuses on policies, they will not vote for a Democrat. Anybody, I don't care who you are, if you ever focused on policies, you would never vote for a Democrat. So I told in my response to the tweet, I don't know whether he saw it or not, but I said the problem, especially with black voters, they have been conditioned to focus on race all the time. But what they fail to understand that there's no such thing as a racist policy. There's no policy that's directed toward an American citizen's race. No policy. There's no such thing as that. So when they start, when the campaign season starts and Democrats put their people out there, they start talking about race and black people just get captivated and they just go into some kind of a trance and they talk about race for the whole election cycle. When there's no such thing, there's no policy that any of these people can put forth. No laws they can sign in. They can't sign in any laws that will affect you according to your race in the United States of America. Okay? That was over with. The only racist policies that we had were prior to the 1964 Civil Rights Act, when they had segregation and this, that, and separate but equal. There's no such thing as that now. So when you go to looking at a candidate and you're listening to him, and he starts talking about race, what good is that doing to you? All that's doing is inflaming your hearts with stupidity. Stupidity, that's it. But when he gets in office or she gets in office, what kind of policies are they going to put forth? There's no policy that's going to negatively affect black people or negatively affect this race or that, or positively. Policies are supposed to have a positive impact on all American citizens that are willing to take advantage of the opportunities here. Educational opportunities, job opportunities, those are the policies. There's no such thing, but that's what they do. So that is why we're in the situation we're in now. But why I'm so upset is, where is all the black Biden supporters now? Why are they so silent? What are they saying? They're going back to playing games and stuff on the computers and stuff. And to me, this is what upsets me the most, people. Yes, everybody has an opinion, and I respect a person's opinion if they have derived at that opinion based on some kind of a fact. Facts should determine your opinion. That's it. If there's no facts involved in your opinion, then your opinion is useless because it's this nonsense. And that's basically what we've been going through every election season. Every election cycle, we get all this distracted nonsense, but it's grown people that are being, captivated by it, I guess. And they get angry, and they just get to talking about something. So now that, okay, you got your guy, he's sitting there in office and he's destroying this country, and you're suffering. You're suffering from the high gas prices. You're suffering from the high grocery bills. When you go to the grocery store, I'm hearing stories, I'm reading stories of people going to the grocery store just getting 4 or 5 things and it's $90. Of people that have kids and trying to feed them. This is every American citizen. But you don't hear anything from the black people that kept running their mouths. And then those black celebrities and all those other black fools that told you who to vote for and you believe them, they're silent too when it comes to policies. They're trying to distract on something else. They're talking about January the 6th. How has January the 6th affected your life, your household? Has January the 6th had anything to do with your high gas prices? And inflation and the empty shelves? But that's what they do. Once they tell you fools to vote for somebody who has no interest in helping any American citizen, they have their own agenda, has nothing to do with helping the public. Then they tell you to vote for them, you vote for them, and then they shut up when they start destroying the country or distract you with some other kind of foolishness. So I just want to know, I want to hear from you. All the black YouTubers, now they're talking about other stuff. They're not talking about what's going on, which what they should be talking about. They're talking about dumb stuff, celebrities and this, that, and the other, and who said this and who said that. They're not talking about politics now. Oh, if they do, they still try to find a way to talk about racism, something stupid. But I just want to know, why is everybody silent now, the black ones especially? That's what I want to know. And one of my friends sent me a message and said his family members, he's a black guy, they're upset with Joe Biden and they want another Democrat other than Joe Biden to be in office. Okay, that still proves that you're not concentrating, you're not focusing on policies. Because it doesn't matter what Democrat was in office, you want to replace Joe Biden with another Democrat. Like that's going to change. Do you think that these policies are just Joe Biden's policies? No, they're not. They're Obama's policies. It's all kind of Democrats just pushing this. And you know what? Just think, people. How many of the Democrats that are in office right now, or how many of them are talking about these policies that's destroying the country? They're not. Are they going against Joe Biden and saying these are wrong policies? No, they're agreeing with him. In fact, Pocahontas, Elizabeth Warren, is trying to find a way to distract from Joe Biden and said it's not Biden's problem. It's the business owners, the greedy business owners, and this stuff. She's trying to see. So it wouldn't matter what Democrat you got in office. It was going to be the same because the policies are the same. All the Democrats favor these policies. So that's just my question. Where are all these loud talking black Biden voters that said I had to vote for the lesser of two evils? I guarantee you in them 4 years that Trump was in office, you didn't say anything about high gas prices, inflation. You were living high on the hog and you're still calling Trump a racist while you were living high on the hog. Because Trump's policies were American first. America first, that was it. If you were an American citizen, that's what he was doing his policies about. That's the only policies he was pushing was America first. And everybody knows that. But they twisted it with you and told you he was a racist because of illegal aliens. So when he said America first, they said that's racist. American people were saying that a president that was putting America first was racist. Based on what he was doing to non-citizens, this is what we had to go through. So now that you're catching it, you're feeling it in your pocketbook from Joe Biden, I don't hear a word. I don't hear a word, people. So I just want somebody to chime in. Let's talk about Joe Biden's policies, black people, black Joe Biden voters. Let's talk about that. But you're not going to hear anything. You're not going to hear anything. And then when the next election cycle come up, they're going to go back talking about the same foolishness. They're going to forget about all the stuff he's done wrong and all that. And whoever the Republican nominee is going to be a racist. And it's going to be the same game over and over again. And these people are never going to sit back and focus on policies. They're never going to do that. And then they're going to complain and say, America's so racist. Look what I'm going through. I'm oppressed. I don't have a job. But they don't correlate that with See, this is what I don't understand about Democrats. All of them, really. But I'm just focusing on the black right now. Democrats never correlate a person's policies with what's going on right now. So they have these white people, they're not even blaming Joe Biden. They're trying to find a way to blame somebody. They're trying their best to find a way. They're searching because they don't want to blame Joe Biden. But who else can you blame? And this is another thing, black people, this is funny to me, this part is, white liberals are trying to find a way to get Hillary to run again. Now, Kamala Harris is next in line. Everybody knows that. She's the first black, so-called, supposed to be black, vice president. But the white liberals don't want her either. So they're trying to find a way to push Hillary out there for 2024. What does that tell you? But you'll never call them racist, will you? Now, true enough, I don't think Kamala is I don't think she's qualified anyway. But neither is Hillary, as far as I'm concerned. But if she's next in line, why are they trying to push her to the side for Hillary? But you'll never talk about that. You'll never talk about all the racism. Joe Biden got up and did a speech in Georgia where he just lied one thing after another, one lie after another. And racism, they're trying to stop y'all from voting. That's a lie. No black person has ever gone to the poll with the proper identification and was turned away. That has never happened. That's a lie. But they're back to race again because 2022 is coming in midterms. And so they're going to get you all right. They're trying to change the voter. They're trying to destroy Voting Rights Act and laws. That's a lie. They're not trying to do that. The only thing they're asking is show up at the polls with the proper identification. And then these fake mail-in ballots are able to go forth because they're not checking the signature. If you send in a ballot, then the signature should match the signature you have on file at the state. That's all they're asking. Signatures must match if it's a mail-in ballot. That's all they're asking. Or show up at the polls with your proper ID. So that's keeping black people from voting. See, they're back to that again. Joe Biden just said, so this is what they're going to continue to do to black people that are ignorant. They're going to continue. They're going to continue to destroy the country and then talk about racism to you until the cows come home. Have a blessed day.